and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video I would like to talk about Tomorrow by Together's Puma, focusing on a little breakdown and analysis of both the lyrics and the music video. Puma is a song that deals with the themes of freedom, fear, and isolation, which uses the imagery of a puma escaping from the zoo as a metaphor for the boys themselves facing a drastic change. As we'll see in a second, this metaphor can be applied both to the storyline and to the personal experiences of the boys as they start to navigate into the music industry. But as a matter of fact, the references to the puma might go even deeper than that, because the story portrayed in the song seems to have been inspired by a real-life event that took place in Korea a couple of years ago. You see, back in 2018, a puma called Porong actually escaped from a zoo after a zookeeper accidentally left her cage open. When the authorities failed to capture the animal using tranquilizers, the puma was eventually shot dead after experiencing only 4 hours of freedom in her life. And as you can imagine, this terrible event caused a national outcry that lasted for quite a long time. A lot of people wanted the zookeeper to be held accountable, and a lot of petitions were signed to shut down the zoo and stop animal abuse. But when the people involved were questioned about the killing, they justified their actions as something inevitable due to the dangerous nature of the puma herself. Now, even if there is no official source that confirms that the song was inspired by this event, the references to the cages, the green light, the raw meat, and the men with guns makes me think that in this context the story of Porong is as relevant as it can be. Much like Porong herself, in the song the boys experience a moment of freedom that is tainted by fear and the sound of gunfire. But most importantly, this possible reference introduces us to the question of perspective, which, as it turns out, is quite important in order to understand what's going on. You see, whether the song was inspired by a real-life event or not, the imagery of a predator like the puma escaping from a zoo and potentially attacking people evokes two different types of symbolism at once. On the one hand, the puma is obviously a victim here. It's an animal that is born in captivity and that is punished as soon as it reclaims the freedom that it deserves. But on the other, if we consider the predatory nature of the animal, the puma can also be seen as a danger that must be stopped. It's a force of nature that is uncontrollable and unpredictable, so depending on the circumstance, the puma is both innocent and dangerous at the same time. Much like Tomorrow by Together could be an angel or a devil depending on the situation, the puma can be a victim or a monster depending on the perspective. And this is important because in the song, the boys themselves are the pumas, thus implying that they are both the victims and the monsters at the same time. Now, if we go back and take a look at their past eras, this actually makes a lot of sense, because the whole idea of acknowledging and accepting the dark side of yourself has been at the center of their storyline from the very beginning. Ever since Crown came out, an essential point of the story was to turn New Orleans into a crown. It was all about keeping the monster alive, which means to let go of the stereotypical roles that they used to play and embrace all sides of themselves, no matter how monstrous they might look in the eyes of others. The Dream Chapter Eternity is essentially telling us a story about growing up. And an important part of this journey to maturity is to come to terms with your dark side and accepting it as part of yourself. In order for this to happen, however, the boys first have to free this side of them and actually embrace it. But as Puma shows us, this process is both freeing and scary at the same time. At the beginning, the song opens with the boys introducing us to the scenario of the puma who is escaping from the zoo. Now, if we take a look at the lyrics here, the first lines convey both confusion and excitement. And this makes sense because the puma of the song is about to experience freedom for the very first time. As the door opens, announced by a noise in the night, the pumas are ready to run and nobody will stop them. And even if this sudden change is welcomed by an initial moment of hesitation, their longing for freedom is far stronger than fear. Now, in Yeonjun and Subin's verse, the puma finally steps into this new world. The temperature is rising and its feet are scorched. But this is still the greatest night of its life, because this is the first time that it sees, feels, breathes, and dreams the world that it has always fantasized about. This is a moment of victory for the puma, the moment where it's finally free and it feels invincible. But as it runs away at maximum speed, the shadow of something darker is already approaching. As Bongyu tells us, while the puma runs away, somebody hidden in the fog catches its back and takes its friends. And as its determination not to get caught arises, the only thing that it can hear are the gunshots in the darkness. Now, this is the point where we are introduced to those who are hunting the puma, and the tension conveyed in the lyrics is not only amplified by the fact that these enemies are fundamentally faceless, but also by the initial clues that the puma may pay the ultimate price for its freedom. As the chorus implies, what the puma feels on its back is none other than a bullet wound. It gets shot and sees its blood for the very first time. But seeing this blood is what makes it run even faster, because now that it's free, its life is really worth living. Even if people are shooting at it and it gets wounded, the puma cannot help but feeling a sense of happiness about the situation, because for the first time in its life, it has something that is worth fighting for. The puma here is being led by its choice to reclaim its freedom and by the faith that it has in itself. But this rebirth is not an easy one, because as soon as it escapes the zoo, the world that it sees is strange and foreign. Now, in comparison to the beginning of the song, where its perspective was influenced by the initial excitement of freedom, now the puma begins to see the world as a scary place full of scary dangers. This is very different from the world that it was dreaming about. It is a ruthless place where it is not welcomed and where it has to fight in order to keep the freedom that it has reclaimed. And even if the puma still defends this freedom, the sudden realization that it is alone suddenly overpowers the happiness that it feels. You see, in this strange and violent world, the puma can only rely on itself and on its abilities, and even if it believes in them and it stands by its choice, when the night comes, it sees the face of the mother it has longed for on the face of the moon. At this point, the initial happiness of the escape is completely subverted by the sadness and isolation of the puma. Now it's free, but it's also alone. And as it takes its second baby steps into this new world, the puma has to learn to defend itself on its own. Now this part here is very telling, because as Yeonjun's verse might suggest, the idea of a new birth that is challenged by faceless people who hate you for being yourself could also be seen as a metaphor for the boys' experience within the industry. Much like the puma, the boys are too young to be on their own, but they have to face a jungle full of warriors that aims at their necks. This is a different world in comparison to the one that they dreamt about. It's more ruthless and bloody than what it seemed at first. And while they are being watched by thousands of people on the internet, the boys have to learn that enemies could be everywhere. As they ask how long will it take for them to reach their dream, the only answer to this question is the sound of gunshots in the distance. But even if these gunshots actually wound them, they will keep going until they reach their goal. Even if they might feel sad or scared, the freedom to express themselves and achieve their dreams is something they worked for and they will keep on defending. And this idea takes us right back to the duality of the puma, which is both innocent and dangerous depending on the situation. You see, even if the boys have done nothing wrong and they are fundamentally innocent, those who hate on them attack them because they see them as a danger. Stepping into the new world is something that comes natural to them, but their strength and power is perceived as a threat that must be stopped. Now, this duality is also expressed with the contrast between the lyrics and the music video, because if in the song the puma's story is told from its perspective and we are led to empathize with it, the video shows us a glimpse of the more dangerous aspect of the animal by portraying the puma's most monstrous side. If you look closely throughout the video, the puma appears extremely out of proportion. It's either a giant shadow in the cave or a huge skeleton in a glass case. And if on the one hand these visuals might have been used to emphasize the idea that the puma can be seen as a monster or a curiosity, story-wise the puma escaping from its cave might imply that something darker is taking place. Now, when it comes to the storyline, if we compare this video to Can't You See Me, for instance, the two MVs seem completely independent from one another. But as a matter of fact, Puma fits the narrative perfectly because it's the fight that we see in Can't You See Me that frees the Puma from its cage. As I mentioned earlier, the Puma is a predator, so when it's free, it must be considered a force to be reckoned with. It's a wild animal that is now unleashed and that the boys are now identifying themselves with. So in this context, the Puma symbolizes a part of them that they kept hidden and that it's now free. If in the past their friendship made them cats and dogs to each other, that is, faithful companions that are loyal and loving, the fight actually triggered their Puma side to come to the surface. And this event is not only followed by them getting separated, but implies a drastic change that, as a matter of fact, was already foreshadowed back in Nap of a Star. In this context, the Puma could be seen as their dark side taking over. But since it's also an animal that has a duality to it, the Puma escaping actually symbolizes the transition between them being innocent and them being the monsters of the story. This suggests that the events that we see in Puma take place between them fighting and setting fire to the world and them getting separated and transforming into monsters. And this idea may also be confirmed by the visuals themselves, because if you look closely, the scene of the Shadow Puma heavily recalls the scene in Magic Island that follows the destruction of the island itself. In that video, we see that the cat attacks the boys after the fire, which again represents the destruction of their friendship. But since most of the events of the story happen in a dream that they all share, this implies that the cat may actually be a part of them that is now freeing the darkness they have inside. Now, in my theory video about Can't You See Me, I said that the boys' fight might actually have been caused by the cat messing with their heads. And I still stand by that theory, only that now I'm adding a psychological layer to it. Let's put it this way. In Tomorrow by Together's storyline, animals seem to be used as a symbol of growth and change. We go from cats and dogs to a puma escaping from the zoo. But in the meantime, we also see an odd-eyed cat always attacking them where they are most vulnerable. It appears right after they destroy their friendship, it's to blame when Subin is isolated from the others, and it attacks Yeonjun when he is alone in the forest. So if cats and dogs represent their innocence and the puma symbolizes them escaping this innocence and embracing their power, we can also assume that the odd-eyed cat is none other than the representation of their fear coming to life. Since their friendship is what defines them, the cat conveniently attacks them where their friendship is in danger or the boys are alone. And it's precisely this isolation that awakes the monster that is inside of them. If you remember, in the very first VCR, Yeonjun sees himself as a monster because he is alone. But then he is found by Hyunin Kai that reminds him that his monstrous side is beautiful as well. This means that when they are together, the boys are able to accept themselves because of the love they have for each other. But when they are alone, fear, that is, the cat, takes over them and they transform into the representation of their insecurities. Now, if you look closely, each of their transformation actually reflects the flaws of the characters that they are playing. Yeonjun, for instance, is portrayed as the guilty one, so he gets the horns because he plays the most troubled character of the story. Subin instead is always associated with phones and hearing. Even if he always tries to reach out, he feels invisible and disconnected. So in the dream he gets pointy ears and becomes invisible in the eyes of the others. Beomgyu, on the other hand, is very defensive. He jokes around a lot, but the fight actually hurts him physically and mentally, so he is portrayed hiding underground with spikes that come out of his shoulder. Hyunin Kai instead is the most innocent among them all. He is affected by the fight, but his involvement is more of a side effect of the actions of the others, so as a result he gets angel wings and a broken heart. Taehyun instead is the suspicious one of the story. He wants to go back and actually fix the situation, and because of that he gets the eye that connects him with the promise and the star. As you can see, all these transformations do reflect the way their characters are portrayed in the story. But the reason why they transformed in the first place is because their fight brought these flaws and insecurities to the surface. This fight led to them getting separated, so it manifested their greatest fear and their greatest enemy, which is the cat, that now has taken over them and is allowing their transformation to take place. Now, bear in mind, even if the song is called Puma, the puma escaping from the zoo is not the monster, but a representation of the process of freeing the monster from its cage. This is also confirmed in the very last scene, where we see the pumas getting to the surface and Subin starting to transform into a dragon. That is the real monster of the story, but if you think about it, we know this already, because Magic Island already showed us that after the cat attacks the boys, a dragon appears in the night. But where did this dragon come from? Well, as Yeonjun's scene shows us, the dragon was in the cave all along. And this is important because the imagery of a dragon in a cave connects us right back to BTS and the animation that we saw in Make It Right. Now, in that video, BTS played the role of a hero that slays a dragon hidden inside of a cave. And if you look closely, the design of the cave looks very similar to the one that we see in Puma. So, what is happening here? Are BTS killing Tomorrow by Together? Well, actually no, they're not, but let's break it down. You see, in BTS's latest eras, the entire concept was based off Carl Jung's map of the soul, which divides a person's identity into different archetypes that represent different aspects of somebody's personality. In the case of Make It Right, for instance, the hero and the dragon respectively represent the persona and the shadow. The persona being the best part of us that we choose to show to the outside world, while the shadow being the most primitive side of ourselves that we repress and we choose to hide. Now, in order for a person to achieve balance within themselves, all these parts of us have to work together, right? So in this context, the hero has to descend into the underworld, which is the cave or the unconscious, and actually confront the shadow before being born again as a new individual. In BTS's case, this process is foreshadowed in Make It Right, it is developed in Black Swan, and is eventually accomplished in On. But in the case of Tomorrow by Together, this journey is a little different, because the focus here is primarily on the shadow. So far, there is no hero in their story, there is only the monster. So in their case, it's the shadow, the one who is being born again and eventually arises to the surface. Since Tomorrow by Together are primarily associated to animals, up until now their story is about their primitive side taking over. The fear symbolized by the cat, the dangerous nature of the puma, the monstrosity of the dragon, these are all representations of the shadow that is now overcoming them. And the video shows us this by portraying a gradual ascent into the outside world. Now in the video, the boys start off in the cave longing for freedom. In this context, the cave is a symbol of their unconscious and the boys are playing the shadows of themselves, which is also confirmed by the fact that the design of the cave looks like Make It Right, but also recalls the Black Swan concept photos that we saw back in Map of the Soul 7. Now in the video we see that for the most part their shadows are still locked up, because if Subin is in a cage and Hyunin Kai is in a glass case, we also see Taehyun in chains and Bongyu surrounded by arrows. Now the arrows here are an interesting addition, because back in the Wings era these weapons were used as a symbol of self-realization, meaning that if we apply this logic to Puma, them breaking free from their prison implies the death of youth and innocence and them being reborn as men. This would also explain why Yeonjun is already free in his individual scene. He is the eldest and in the story plays the guilty one, so his innocence died earlier in comparison to the others. When it comes to the general narrative they all share, however, the rebirth of the shadow is portrayed by a change of location. Halfway through the video, we move from the inside of the cave to the outside of the cave, and it's at this moment that the pumas wake up inside of them. As the shadow of the puma literally crosses over, a gust of red wind overpowers them and the pack awakes, and only after that the cage eventually opens. Now this is important because this scene of the video takes place right before the second verse, which is the point where the puma is sad, alone and confused. This confirms us that it's exactly the fear and isolation the boys feel after the fight that causes the transformation to take place. But if at this point the puma has escaped, when Yeonjun decides that it's time to fight back and keep going, the dragon is introduced. If you look closely, only at this point Taeyeon breaks out from his chains and Bongyu arises from the arrows. And this means that what actually comes to the surface may look like a puma, but it's a monster in disguise. Now, if you look closely, the location here is very similar to the BTS Pride Rock that we saw back in On. But this time, their new life begins at night and in the shape of a dragon. This means that Tomorrow by Together here are portraying the exact opposite of what BTS's story was all about. If BTS have been consistently portraying the role of the hero that is now moving on to their next dream, Tomorrow by Together are the monsters that have to fight for survival in order to defend their freedom. I kinda hope that they will drop another video to see how the story progresses. But in the meantime, this is all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!